Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we will quickly go straight over to those charts. So yeah, as you can see, we are in the business end of this range, business end of this formation. Yeah, so obviously we are angled to the downside. You can see we are looking pretty weak. But it's not to say we can't break to the upside, but we do have to be extremely cognizant of the downside potential and the actual the enormity of the current downside potential that we've got going on here as well. I will say there are plenty of times I've seen these formations in bull trends, in Bitcoin, in numerous bull cycles just break to the upside anyway. They make you wonder, they make you think we're going to go down. That's what markets do. They make you dump your bags. They even wick below, panic people to dump their bags, get the FOMO shorters in, and then we quickly reverse and then go back up. I'm not saying that is what is going to happen this time. I'm just saying that is it is often how Bitcoin will play out. Don't forget, this is a high risk market with massive gains to be had. So big games are played in this market, and they will be. I say the whales, the manipulators, inverted commas, basically just the bigger professional traders. They will be looking at ways to peak you out, so they can basically grab that liquidity and then ride the next 200-400% move to the upside, carrying your bags that you sold them at a discount. So again, I know I am putting a bullish spin on what is happening here, and obviously the chart is looking bearish, but I'm just saying I've seen these patterns that multiple times. We're not going to go back and look at them. You guys can look back through the price charts and see how weak formations were looking back in the 2017 bull run, and then they just break and just absolutely skyrocket to the upside. But nonetheless, we do have to be very aware of basically closures below 30k, we'll call it, for our candles or higher. As I mean, I think that it will at least get us down to this area here, if not down to this area here. Not necessarily in one go, but you can see we can drop pretty quickly. And a move like that basically would pretty much equal to a move like this, and this basically came out of just a swing failure pattern above here. This will come down with an actual real lower highs, a flat base descending triangle, and a break and a move lower. That, if that happens, that's how it will come about. So we could definitely move down as quick as that. So yeah, I mean, we just got to be really careful here. We've got to basically just keep our fingers and toes crossed that the tether fairies come in, and just buy a load of Bitcoin, or Michael Saylor, or whoever fancies some Bitcoin down here. But as it stands at the moment, guys, this formation aside, we are still basically within a 30 to 40k range. We've got the midpoint of this range around 35k, and we are basically just playing around in the lower half of that range, and that is something that I look for a lot of times in price action, for a horizontal range, basically a range based on horizontals, with an upside and a downside, and then we break that range up. We don't do this just arbitrarily. We do this because it works. We break the range into a midpoint, because that's just what price often will seem to respect, and then we'll usually trade either the top bit or the bottom bit and just swap around and do that. And currently we just trade in the bottom part the bottom part of the range, and at the bottom part of that range. So you can see the middle point here, we got up to it there, we had a bit of resistance there, we sort of played around with it here, supported by it here, back below it here, rejected from here. You can see the midpoint of this range is important. And yeah, so yeah, this is kind of what we are looking at the moment. Obviously Ethereum, if we look at Ethereum here, Ethereum, Bitcoin, still holding up there, holding above this horizontal. If we look at it in USD as well, Ethereum, Bitcoin is clearly not looking anywhere near as bearish as Bitcoin, I mean, and we obviously know This is just the chart representation of obviously this move up in Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And that's obviously why Ethereum is looking more bearish than, sorry, Bitcoin is looking more bearish than Ethereum, because obviously Ethereum has been going up against Bitcoin. It is as simple as that. But yeah, this is looking good. All I would say is obviously we need to watch for that ascending wedge, but I wouldn't necessarily rising wedge. Sorry. I mean it is, you have to really squint to see it, and it's just a potential warning sign. I tried to look at obviously the bullish factors and the bearish factors, but what we really have got is higher lows and a relatively flat area of flat top of resistance. So potential, well, I mean, if we do it from here, potential ascending triangle. So and we do know that if Bitcoin is going to hold here and make its way to 60k, then I think there's going to be a lot more excitement in Ethereum and DeFi, and we can expect this to, well, we can expect this to catapult to the top of this range, and then see what it wants to do. So yeah, I personally, I mean, my macro view now so much with crypto and Bitcoin is that I believe we will get this move up to around 60k. I do believe Ethereum will keep going up against Bitcoin. I do think we'll have a proper mad DeFi. Well, it always ends in a bubble, doesn't it? It always ends up with euphoria and irrational exuberance. I think we'll get that, and I mean we can basically pull back and go on further. But I think at that point, I would be looking to change my strategy to actually basically leverage trading well, Bitcoin and Ethereum to the long and the short side based on the levels, rather than, as you guys know, I'm currently speculating in mainly DeFi related altcoins and small caps, and just trying to jump on the back of those trends at the moment. But I will, if we do get this big move up, potentially then hopefully cash out of massive profits, then go to leverage trading, and then obviously I spoke about other assets as well, like silver miners and other more traditional finance markets. But yeah, that's my larger timescale plan. My roadmap as it were. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys. Bitcoin dominance, as you can see, putting in a bit of a potential bear flag here, obviously holding below this level here. But if we do, I mean, like I've said, we can easily come back up and get a back test of this trend line. You can see we did play around with this trend line a bit before we broke it. So it is important. This is a larger time scale trend line, so it was difficult to pinpoint the exact level it should be at, but obviously we can see it's definitely higher than the price now. So some point around here we could come and back test this and get rejected. But if not, we could basically pull down. So we could basically just reject from this level now. We'd just be back testing this level, which obviously be more aggressive, and then head our way down from here. So yeah, DXY, as you can see, had a little bit of a move up yesterday. Still, I mean, it's basically still within this range. We're looking for basically a break above this level. I mean, it's probably a little bit higher based on these candles, or a break down below here. We're still watching that to give us a general next move in the markets. But stock market is looking good, and potential stimulus coming, more stimulus coming, checks for those Robin hoodies, etc. So yeah, back to Bitcoin. I mean, we've got clear levels realistically, haven't we? We've got clear levels, really. We've got clear levels. We just need to get back above this, call it like, say, 34k, and we can, then start to look to come and test this level. We do want to get out. We do want to get out of these woods that we're currently in. We want to get away from this low. But yeah. Obviously, if we do break below here, then yeah, we've got to be looking for downside. We have got to be looking for downside. These charts are getting painted very, very well in a bearish fashion. So, but like I've said, we are in a macro bull run. We are in a macro bull run in Bitcoin. So we cannot just rule out the fact that This is just one of the pullbacks, one of the bearish formations as we get in those bull runs that do just break to the upside anyway. If we just look at this overall move down, yeah, over 30% move down, pretty juicy. Like I said, levels can often get front ran or overshot, and if we were looking for about a 40%, I mean, could we call just over 30% a respectable pullback? Yeah, we probably could. There's clearly more liquidity in these crypto markets at the moment. I know people were saying this, that, well, we're not going to get those sort of pullbacks because whatever reasons, but one of the main reasons is there is just more liquidity in this market now. So we could, yeah, maybe 30% is it. Maybe we're gonna get a load of about 30% pullbacks in as we basically green candle our way up to $250,000 Bitcoin. we shall see what shall happen. But first things first, we do need to basically hold 30k, or we are certainly gonna trigger some moves lower. So yeah, and then to get out, I mean, realistically, to get fully out of to target a move to the top of the range and then potential break above, we need to get basically above this midpoint of the range, 35 to 36k. Break and hold above there. We will be looking golden. But first and foremost, get back above this level here, get back above this high here, get back above this level, and then yeah, we can start to hopefully make some more sustained price action to the upside. But yeah, it's bullish as this video has been, because we are in a macro bull trend. We do have to be extremely cognizant of the fact we are literally a whisker away from well, potential mid to low 20k Bitcoin. So yeah, be careful, guys. I do just want to look what that would make it as a pullback, because I do think it would be a bit on the excessive side. Yeah, 20k would be 50%, 23k would be about 45%. So yeah, it would be a bit of an excessive pullback in the context. Would I be looking for an overshoot of 45% or an undershoot of just over 30%? I would more realistically be looking for the undershoot of about 30%, which we've had. So yeah, we're just gonna have to play it. But we've got our levels. It is a relatively easier game than trying to speculate, crystal ball speculate on where we are going. It's just a case of the levels, and one of the levels is glaring us in the face at the moment. So there we go. So yeah, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys later on today.